Yeah.
Damn, I swear to God, bitch, I need more Ninas. They drop their own locations. He ain't think I see him. Last time I showed too much love, I damn near fucked my reel. He snaked me in, I found him. I can't make this up. Drop an air tag on the Amazon truck, my gang up, terrorizing shit. They never cared about us. These niggas goofy.
Talk to him.
I write songs to inspire the hood like Barry Manilow. Baby bust it up and slurp it up just like a cantaloupe. I can't fuck with niggas when they mad cause they act like hoes. Tied into the mob. You think we under oath?
What up?
They ain't care about my dreams. Stick with a nightlight. I'm the type to bring the switches RPs to a night fight. Nigga close with 120s. Nigga, that's light. Wake up, I get so high, lay me back down, almost missed my flight. Her attitude bad, cause my bitch a diva.
What up?
Damn, I swear to God, bitch, I need more Ninas. They drop their own locations. He ain't think I see him. Last time I showed too much love, I damn near fuck my re-up. He snaked me and I found him, I can't make this up. Drop the air tag on the Amazon truck, my gang up. Terrorizing shit, they never cared about us. These niggas goofy. Disney Plus. Missing shot after shot. My bitch didn't see the vision. Bitch, I'm here, anything I got. Drop a tear in a bucket. Stand, go grab a mine. They took too many jazz. Had to go chrome my heart. I can't put my trust in a nigga or a bitch. Damn, I get so high. I gotta thank God for what he did. They ain't wanna help me build, but want to see how I live. Kick me to the streets, I had to camp out in that Honda Civic. Found niggas reaching out. Had to stay on my pivot. Damn, I be smoking back to back, but counting up my digits. Roll up a wood. The size of a midget. My young nigga, they spinning. And I ain't talking fidgets.
Uh-oh.
Talking shit part 5. Boy,
shit.
Go check out 1, 2, talking shit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coming soon as well.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We kicking off the Plug 69 the right way. We here with my boy Figure Trey in the building. How you living, my boy?
Thanks for having me, bro. I'm so grateful to be on this platform, fam, because I be having a lot of shit to say.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I just, for me, sometimes some things are better left unsaid. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, you here to talk your shit right here on the Plug. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. We're going to give a quick shout out to our people real quick. We got Black Friday coming up here very soon. We got the All Black Party brought to you by Felix Tambora. Make sure y'all check that out. Black Friday Gala at the 210 Club. So make sure y'all tap in. That's going to be from 7 to 12. He's going to have Mac out there as the MC. We got DJ Young Visuals as well on the 1s and 2s. So it's going to be a hell of a night. If you ain't got no plans yet, make sure y'all tap in with Felix. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you would like to hear your ad, a little bit more about your business as well, come plug in with us. We don't mind going ahead and taking a couple seconds and shouting out your business. All right, welcome to the Plug number 69. My boy Figure Trey in the building. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Bro, you just released a EP or album. Tell me a little bit more about some of the projects you got going on. And then before you get there, you just dropped a track for us as well to introduce the Plug as well. So tell us a little bit more about that track.
Hey, man, honestly, I want to talk about the album. I just released the album. It's called I'm Not Healed Yet, I'm Just Faking It.
Yeah.
And, man, you know, I dropped, you know, I can honestly say I dropped 6 projects this year in 2023. Some of those projects, I just want to say when I'm talking about some of these projects and how I'm dropping them, man, it's more of just like a vibe. Yeah. It's more of just like trying to be an example of not holding your music. Because we can all sit there and one time, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like shout out to my boy Big Fully, he once told me, I carried this advice, he said, if we were waiting for it to be perfect, we'd be waiting forever.
That's true.
That's
very
powerful.
Much true.
And, man,
And man, and your projects have been steadily coming out and getting better. The length of the projects have been getting a little bit lengthier as well. Tell me a little bit more. You also working with 2 other artists. I think y'all go by the Dynasty. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about your group and some of the things y'all got going.
Yeah, shout out to Cole Rose and Willow, man. I think for me, I can only speak from my perspective. I just think, you know, we all friends and we all brothers, so it's more of like, as a team, we wanted to just express our feelings in a positive way, you know what I mean? As far as like, because I was kind of doing music before that, for sure. But I kind of wanted to, and shout out to Money the Guy, the Money Man NPR as well, because he also, you know, it's like a big
Love.
bro to me. Somebody
Yeah.
who I'm influenced by, somebody who I really
That's
look
what's
up to. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
But as a group thing, man, yeah, it was just kind of like we started getting into the studio and just started what I call doing vocal therapy, which is just, you know, saying what you have to feel and not really thinking too much about it.
Yeah.
And it all comes off vibes. I feel like it's hard to make a song when you're not really invested to it.
That's true. And like you mentioned a little bit earlier, you're using your music as your outlet. You know what I'm saying? That's what we definitely hear. And that I'm glad you know, bringing your outlet and brought some tracks as well. Tell me a little bit more about your inspiration and why music is your outlet. Why do you feel like this has been something you can use as a tool, and what are you expressing in your music?
Well, I feel like it's a healthy thing to do if it's authentic.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I think just growing up, music has just always been an outlet to me. I've grown up around like hip hop, like I've always listened to older hip hop, or I've listened to even, you know, my father, he probably switched up to the jazz. You know, my mom switched it up to the old school, you know, the Luther.
Versatile, gotta have some versatility, yeah.
Feeling that pain, I feel like it was more feeling that pain at a young age, bro. Like you might not even understand what they really saying, but like at a young age when you hear a song, it's
you can
like
feel the vibe.
It carries on with you, because then when you're old enough to understand, it's more of like, okay, I understand the real pain behind that. It made me feel a certain type of way. It really exposed me to that pain early, man. And I just feel like I've tried to use that pain in my music because, you know, turn my pain into art for to inspire other people, bro. That's what a figure is. So.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope, and you definitely inspiring a lot of people. You doing a very great platform on your Instagram as well. Sure. I noticed that your marketing tactic is a little bit different from, you know, everyone else's. Like you said, you drop your music, you know, very often, but like on your page, you like have sporadic posts. Tell me a little bit more about the method to your madness on your marketing. And you do, what you do,
No, facts, bro. I just try to keep it interesting. I try not to just try to keep it creative. Like, I spend a lot of time into, you know, doing the content myself.
That's dope. Because
I feel like it kind of plays a big thing when you kind of rely on other people. In this game, you can't really rely on other people, bro. You have to do it yourself, and it all determines is just a testament to how hungry you are, how much you really love your craft, man. And,
for sure.
But right now, I'm in the artist development part of my career.
Dope.
And so it's gonna be a lot more organized, a lot more professional content. A lot of good things are coming up, man. I'm really excited, man. Shout out to my manager, man.
Yeah, hey, that's definitely the setup for the alley-oop. Shout out to our boy Taz McCoy on the motherfucking Plug 68. Man, tell me a little bit more. Yeah, tell me a little bit more working with those guys and how they're changing your projection and everything.
Man, shout out to Taz. Shout out to Fly Lito, man. Shout out to Fly Lito and shout out to Taz. I feel like there are two different people. So when I think of Taz and Taz, my relationship with Taz, personal and business relationship, is a mentorship. Taz has a lot of game. One thing about Taz, he shows a lot of love, man. He's not scared of giving people their flowers. And sometimes, I think all the time, as artists, we would like to hear that, you know, just keeping it real, saying it how it is.
It's for real.
And that's the type of conversations I love to have. So every time I ask Taz for advice or anything, man, or anytime he's trying, you know, we're doing business together, we're always considering each other's, we keep it respectful, man. We're always considering each other's feelings, but we're also keeping it real and saying how it is, like, and maybe being in an uncomfortable conversation, but being able to rebuild that and being like, okay, I see where you're coming from, you see where I'm coming from, let's try to compromise. But
that's good. And having those tough conversations are important. What has been the difference, you say, working with him from not working with him previously, where you were being more or less independent and doing your own thing?
Yeah, I think the thing about Taz, man, is I really consider, you know, they say never take advice as great advice. That's what Drake always said, right? But I don't really believe that, because I really take advice from people who I feel like are in my corner rather than not in my corner. Shout out to Fly Lito too, because Fly Lito is more of a mentorship. He's also my manager as well. He's a mentor to me. He's more of somebody who's you know, it's about business, but it's also about growth. It's all about growing, not just as an artist, but growing as an individual.
That's important, and that's definitely a plug for everyone that's doing what they do, is definitely finding a mentor. as well, so they can kind of guide you. And until you find that mentor, you just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? You came in, man. I know you were pretty tall, man. You played basketball. You got into some hoops or whatnot.
Yeah, I used to hoop, man. I used to hoop. You know, coming up. The thing about me is like me hooping, man. It was more of I want to be an example of maybe what not to do when it comes to hooping, man. Because when I was hooping, I was ducked off into too many other things, which really derailed me as a hooper. But the thing with me is like I enjoyed that time, and that experience, and it prepared me for life, man. And those memories that I have, you know, sometimes when we hooping, we don't even remember the games for real. We really remember the interactions we had with our teammates and the bond we had with our teammates in love, and you know those relationships carry on forever, bro.
That's dope. That's dope. What team you running with right now as far as basketball goes in sports? You got any particular squads you running with NBA wise?
Man, shout out. Well, first I'm gonna say, you know, my favorite player of all time in history is Paul Pierce. I love the way he approached the game. He was the Celtics savior of the Celtics franchise when Larry retired. They created the big three. We all had, you know, there's a lot of super teams in NBA history, but the way his swag, man,
he couldn't move, man. He was slow with it, but he was able to get his shots off.
On me, and he talk his shit with it. So he's such a it's a confidence thing with me, man. It's such a how you carry yourself. You a dog, you gotta be a dog, bro. You gotta be a dog. You can't be no nigga who ain't, especially in basketball, who out there ain't no confidence. Like, how you gonna play basketball with no confidence, bro?
That's facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you got your old school Celtics, but who you running with right now?
LeBron,
you still
my favorite player.
Okay, still LeBron. You still running with the Lakers and LeBron and them?
Can't even, man. It's me.
How you feeling about the Spurs right now? The Spurs looking pretty sharp too.
You know, I think the only thing I can really say about that is that that's such a big win for San Antonio. Because when we think of San Antonio, that's the one thing that connects everybody is the Spurs, no matter what race, no matter what where your background you come from. If you're from San Antonio, especially a lot of the people who's been in San Antonio, really were born and raised here in San Antonio, bro. It's a pride with San Antonio, especially for them to get Wemby, you feel me? That's a big win. That's a dynasty. That's going to build our community, bro. Build San Antonio. That's
for
powerful,
sure.
Bro, for real.
I love that, man. And this is what the platform's for as well. So, Wemby, when you check out the plug, make sure y'all stop on by as well. You know what I'm talking about.
Check my boy out, man. Hey, check it out, man.
You know what I'm talking about. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. This is the plug. Number is 69. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We here with my boy. We going to wrap things up here in a little bit, but not yet. We still got a lot to go. You mentioned a little bit about the community and how you are the Spurs bring the community together. Music is starting to bring the community together as well. Tell me a little bit more in your vision, how you see San Antonio coming together right now with the music scene.
Man, I just want to say for me personally, I think as an artist, I'm really looking past San Antonio. I'm really looking past like really global impact, bro. And I think that's powerful. But as far as the San Antonio music scene, there's a lot of talent out here. I love it, man. I think for sure. But one thing I do want to say about that, I feel like a lot of people out here are scared to give people their flowers. It's like, you feel me? Like, people gonna call it whatever they call it, but it ain't nothing to give another artist, especially when you're an artist and you know how hard the grind is. When you just see somebody doing something like man, I'm really loving that music. That I really loved it. I really respected his grind. You feel me? I feel like it's not enough that in San Antonio to, you know. And it's a lot of people. At San Antonio, I feel like in the music, we don't really understand the business of music, bro. Like it's we don't understand the business, bro. It's a lot of egos out here, but how can a bunch of underdeveloped artists all try to, work together if it's almost like not to me though, but it's almost like a competition. You feel me? And it's almost like it's nothing wrong with putting your pride aside, but we also got to understand, like at least for me, I got to worry about Figure Trey and whoever's in Figure Trey's circle. Fact. You feel me? Because that's gonna impact San Antonio. We can't. Sometimes for me, as an artist, I can't be looking at the next person. Even in life, can't be worried about the next person. I can't be worried about this person. I gotta be worried about what's me and what God's purpose and what his journey that he want me to go on.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
And I see, man, like I said, you're doing your thing. You're pushing a lot of great music out there as well. Make sure y'all check him out. Get on the Apple Music. I love Apple Music. I don't know what you guys are using, but make sure y'all put in Figure Trey in that search bar. And, man, he got some music that you're going to love. So make sure y'all check him out. What's some artists that you would like to work with, man? Any artists in the city right now that you feel like, hey, I would like to work with this person, or even if it's not so much creating a song, definitely getting some good gems from.
I only want to work with artists who's serious about their craft, bro. People like can't speak for everybody else, but when I wake up, I wake up and I breathe this. It's not even just music to me. It's so much bigger. It's about business. It's about music is just to get your foot in the door. Right. You feel me? And I want to inspire people through my authenticity, through my music. But I want people to be about their business, bro. So there's a lot of people who we've talked about it and, you know, whatever, but it's always just kind of the afterthought. When I'm trying to work with an artist, I'm trying to get into the studio now. I'm trying to get in there, maybe not now. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, but I'm trying to get in the studio now. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to, because if we keep prolonging it, bro, it's just, but one artist I do want to say, though, I've been working with Scoop the Troop.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, he like my little brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. I fuck with Scoop the Troop. He makes some hard ass music, bro. Scoop the Troop definitely coming up. I want to work with I want to continue to keep working with Scoop the Troop for sure. I want to work Ike 222 as well, but plenty of bands. I think he hard. I think the whole South Side, what they got going on, I think that's hard, bro.
Nice.
Like,
they are making it like their own kind of sound over there.
You know,
as well.
On me, it's it's really the music. To me, it's more of like when I come across their music, I'm not. It captures my ears, so it's not like a swipe up or swipe down. It's more of like I swipe up. Oh, they hard for real. Like, you know what I'm saying. Those people I want to work with because, you know, off the music standpoint, they hard, man. You know.
What do you think about D Baby right now? Some of his music and what they doing here in San Antonio. Anything in particular like you rocking with them? Talk to him. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't gonna even get in my feelings about it.
Talk to him.
I ain't gonna get in my feelings about it. I just think as an artist, like I don't think there's nobody out there. I love D. Well, let me just say this. Let me say this before I say that. I really appreciate D Baby music because he really setting a different type of tone for artists to really step out of their lane and make that pain music, bro. Because I don't really like turn up music for real. When a lot of people like that turn up music, but when I think about my music, how I want to be presented, like. It's like I say, it's pain turned to art. So that's like the definition of that. Like the people, you know, some of the Hispanic or females I've hanging out with, or my homeboys who Hispanic, like they putting on D Baby and they putting me on, and I'm like, like now you hard. One thing I do want to say, man, is just like, I just respect it, man. I wish, you know, the show thing could have kind of been arranged. You know how it was, because when we dropping the tags and stuff, you know, you got people dropping a lot of love for Figure Trey, you know, a lot of love for a lot of the artists. I'm not trying to say I'm better or worse than the artists in that case, but it's more of like I got in my feelings, but I took that a little bit personal, so it's more of like it just made me want to go even harder for real. But a lot of behind the scenes coming up, man. I can't wait for just the journey to keep unfolding.
You gotta love it, and I love to hear. Not to say I love to hear the pain, but bro, I love to hear the pain in it because I already know it's gonna make you hungrier. I know it's gonna drive you even more. So, not to say I love to hear it, but bro, I already know what that's gonna build and push for you. So, hey man, you take it, and you go ahead and continue to build on it. So, cheers to that shit right there.
Bro, I want to say a shout out to everybody else who really put their whole life into their music. This ain't just a hobby, bro. I feel like, and I do want to say one thing about San Antonio music, bro. I feel like, and it's kind of, it might be off topic, bro, but it comes to mind. I feel like in San Antonio, like, and just in music in general, a lot of people think it's like they approach it like it's the lottery. You feel me?
Correct.
We have to understand the business, and that's the most important thing, bro. I feel like that's what's really, like, kind of holding, if we think it's holding San Antonio back, it's really because of the business, how we approach the business of music. I feel like, you know, even artists maybe kind of like myself who might get in their feelings just a little bit, you feel me? But, you know, but we, like, I feel like we be too much in our feelings out here in San Antonio, bro, for real. Kind of tying back to the question you asked earlier.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure, man. I definitely, notice your music and then your group as well, man. But I know Kylie needs to get on some of these tracks with you as well, bro. I knew there was a sound for some of your songs there. I'm like, hey, man, Kylie would definitely be perfect on that. So, man, I would love to see y'all work together. And, of course, you know, everyone else in the city as well. But Kylie definitely being an OG and definitely being able to have that vibe sound that you got sometimes as well.
Man, that would... Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more. Would you want to work with her? I know you're like, oh, yeah.
Also, shout out to Chris Waters too. I think Chris Waters hard. I think I might skipped up on that. I really fuck with his music as well. He's somebody who I probably listen to for real on my place. But as far as King Khalid goes, yeah, I really respect his love for the city, man. I really respect what he does for the city, what he does for his community, not just as a rapper or artist, but as a leader, bro. He's somebody people look up to as a leader. He got a whole. He the type of person to, you know, plant his feet and build a village, if that made sense. You feel me? And so many people rock with him and step behind him. I rock with him because, you know, he's kind of when you think of figures, right?
Yeah, I talk to him.
When you think of figures, you kind of think of someone like King Khalid, and his impact is going to be, you know, people probably going to talk about King Khalid 100 years from now, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as being a leader in his community and the music, you know, he puts pain into that. So when he's singing on them songs, like, who can't not like, you feel me? Like,
rock with him on that sense. That's for sure, man. So shout out to you, man. Keep grinding on the music and everything. I'm excited for more projects to, you know, come out here in the future. But tell me a little bit more about getting into the game. At what point did you figure, hey, I want to take this serious and this is going to be my full-time moment?
Man, shout out to Book with Bone and Boom Man out there in that in Atlanta, Authentic Empire, man. You know, I really knew I wanted to take this serious for a while now, but it was all about executing it a different way. You feel me? But when I really started linking up with like business-minded people, bro, who like outside of San Antonio, fam, and the game they gave me was so priceless. Like,
that's what's up.
About social media stuff, how the business gonna, how I should approach myself as a business, and that really made me lock in. When I came back to San Antonio, I was like, okay, it's up.
Yeah, you knew how to approach the game from there. You mentioned you went to Warren High School. I got some legends out there, you know what I'm saying? One of your boys, you mentioned, I thought you were going to say Detroit was your squad you rocking with in the NBA. But tell me a little bit more about NBA player Stanley Moutier that you kind of have a relationship with.
Stanley, man, he's just a testimony of individuals who just work hard, work with faith, and work with patience. But you know, one thing about Stanley, besides from a basketball player, he's just a good like human being. He got a good character, bro. It's so hard to come across people like that for sure. And you know, I'm always watching the Pistons games, man. I love the squad they have, and I feel like, man, that squad has a lot of depth.
Yeah,
it's all about just patience, man. Just keep going through the freaking grind. It's not gonna be beautiful at first, but shit, I think it's part of life. Like shit, you keep going. You never know what the hell it's gonna be. So yeah, shout out to Stanley, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope, man. I definitely had to get you on that one because I found that in our pre-conversation pretty interesting. I was like, okay, that's why you rocking
big
with Detroit like
inspiration to just a nigga like me.
Yeah.
Who, you know, just in life, man, it's shit that he's just a perfect example of you know, somebody who's always inspired me to keep going in whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? A real friend. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Stanley, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope. As far as, you know, future projects coming up here as well, what can we expect? We about to walk right into number 24. And you put out a lot of projects here at 23. What can we expect here in 24?
Man, I'm just gonna say 2024. I can honestly say is my year.
That's what's
up. I feel
like
one thing I do want to say, man, I don't feel like I step on nobody's toes, but I really feel like ain't no other artists out here working harder than me.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of shit bigger. It's way bigger than music with me though. So it's kind of all about, as far as my music, you know what I'm saying? Man, just keeping them crafting on every single track, man. Because now at this point, it's more of like every song that I've dropped, I never want people to think it was rushed. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
I want people to really, because I feel like that's another big
process point of
and just in
creative
music, bro.
music.
People just being critics, bro. Like, I mean, shit, just listen to the music for what it is, because it's not something. It might have been put together. You never know how it was really planned, how that record was really planned, or you never know the lyrics that may be behind that. Or when people listen to my music, I want people to listen to my music and really. It tells a story. So these projects or these like EPs or these albums, they more like books. Especially to me at that time, it was like shit. You want to know Figure Trey on? No, but that'd be the real shit. Like you want to know Figure Trey on? Like listen to the music though. Like I feel like a lot of people like they just be critics, but it'd be like it don't really matter because it's authentic to me. It's my testimony. So
that's facts.
And a lot of love too. So that really means the world to me as well. Hey, shout out to everybody who listened to Figure Trey.
Yeah.
Figure Trey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Hell
That shit mean the world to me, man, for
man,
sure.
you also, I wanted to get into some of the ways you drop some of your album covers and stuff like that. Tell me, you don't put your face all on the covers or nothing like that. You're very like discreet when it comes to having your images put on albums. Tell me a little bit more of your reason and why on that.
To me, man, it's all about, it's just all about the art.
Yeah.
It's all about the art. So these covers, man, are really just ideas inspired by. It's almost like I don't know, man. It's like painting a picture. It's just art, bro. But to me now, at my artist development stage, a lot of media coverage on the way.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even so much about artists that want to do this. It's not about putting your face out there. It's more about putting your music out there. Putting real testimony. Not and that's why kind of people say the music game, hip hop kind of washed because it'd be the same thing, bro. I feel like it's all about. You really understand how people like live when they post the music. It's either art or it's either about some other
money. You just try to money grab some shit.
Materialistic shit that's gonna fade, won't come today and fade tomorrow. Trust me, like we've all been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we've all been up and down.
Exactly, and I hate to hear that a lot about hip hop. They've been saying like, "Oh, the sales down, hip hop's dead." Pretty much is what they want to say.
I made a song, bro. It's shout out to my boy DJ. It's called Hard Times Don't Last, Tough People Do.
Talk to him.
And he was in that song, bro. And that's what I be saying in these songs, bro. You really got to listen to him because he be talking about, especially my homeboy DJ in that studio. We were vibing for real. So
that's what's up.
He said, niggas acting all rich like they ain't never been broke before.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like let's get realistic here as human beings.
Yeah, you know what you've been through.
It's
had to go through it.
You know what I'm saying? Can everybody relate to having $1 million?
Hell nah.
When I listen to music, I listen to people who really saying some shit. Oh
right.
God, that's why I
not to take our conversation too far off of the rim of whatnot. I was listening to Meek Mill and I couldn't really get into his latest album with Rick Ross because that's all he was talking about. I'm buying this, I'm fucking her on the yacht, I'm doing this, that. And I'm like, am I getting my old ear? Or am I like, bro, come on, man, you got to give me something more than your wrist costs this and that. I ain't trying to be like typical. I love hip hop, bro. But that's what he was saying. And I'm like, bro, I can't relate to you. I like the other Meek Mill where you like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was
hungry. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, listen to the album too, bro. On those records, I ain't really, they not for me because they talking they shit, you feel me? But there was one or two records on there with Vori and Fabulous, and then they got the one with Wale. Those songs to me are like, those are the songs that I listen to. Like I had the whole album, not the whole album. I was trying to love it. Correct. Those 2-3 songs, gold medals with the
gold medals is one. There you go. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Real music.
Yeah. Good music. Very good.
So
they know the formula. You know what I'm saying? They got the formula of like, hey, we got to make sure we put this kind of song out. We got to put this song together on this and that. But yeah, man, I want that kind of leads me into my question right here. What's your top 5? What's your top 5? Top five artists, you know what I'm saying? All time.
San Antonio, you talking about
all time. Whoever create Figure Trey, we need to know. We want to know right here on the Plug Podcast, number 69, by the way. Talk to us.
All time, man. I say all time. Man, that's such a deep question because it could be like my top 5 to me.
To
like,
you, exactly.
Okay, for sure.
Exactly. It ain't no right 5, wrong 5. But hey, the people in the plug are gonna let you know. They gonna get in them comments.
Jay-Z for sure. Jay-Z, because Jay-Z and Dame Dash, because Dame Dash is one of the people who I look up. I really look up to. Jay-Z, you know, Jay-Z's whole story. Jay-Z, the way he approaches his lyricism, his storytelling. You know, obviously, you know, I feel like Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Up there with Tupac. Tupac's up there with too. J. Cole, because I was really heavy on J. Cole, like growing up. Cause my dad, like, he was playing, cause me coming up, bro, I was downloading the mixtapes. Like,
hell
my
yeah.
dad with like,
that Piff and all that.
Yeah, or like digital drips.
Yeah.
If you lie, if you know, you know. For sure.
I'm on there.
You know, you did it the right way, bro.
Hell
you
yeah.
came up the right way, bro. And like J. Cole, the warm up, the Friday Night Lights, the warm up.
Dope.
Man, just all of that, man. Growing up at that time.
That's dope.
Crazy.
That's dope.
I want to say Charles Hamilton, bro. Not too many people even know about
Charles
Hamilton.
God, that one, bro. Quick story. So we got 4. We Charles Hamilton. I reached out to Charles Hamilton when I first started this podcast back in like 2014, 2015, bro. And I was like, hey man, would you be interested in joining the podcast or whatever via Zoom? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm interested. And I was like, can I use your music video in front of the, you know, podcast as promotion? Yeah. He's like, yeah, man, no doubt. That's you can use, bro. Shout out to
bro. That's great, bro. That's crazy. Not too many people even know, bro.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
He like a you know, he kind of dissing himself, I guess, as an artist.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, but that's dope. That's a real gem right there, because he was very he had so much potential behind him, but he just, I guess like you said, he dissing himself. He probably got into that industry and probably seen some shit he didn't like,
crazy
and probably was like, nah, I'm out. I don't want to do this full time.
Yeah, man, that nigga, I don't want to get into that and speak on that, but that nigga probably went to some real crazy shit that really fucked him up. But
yeah.
He put this pain into the music, so the thing with him was like, he dropped like 100 mixtapes, bro.
Yeah, he was going crazy. He was going crazy.
That's one of my father's favorite artists too. Shout out to my dad.
That's what's up.
Not even really understanding what he said at that time, but now since that I'm older, it's like he really puts pain. So
yeah,
the
man.
Creativity, the album covers. You feel me? They had
the sounds were unique to the video game and shit like that, bro. Like, nostalgic in
before
a
what
sense.
it is now, though.
Exactly. So imagine
like
what it'll be more nostalgic now than it was before. Yeah.
The people who don't even like really understand like who Charles Hamilton is, like that's like,
dope.
He really was the creator of all that gaming sound,
and that's where like Kid Cudi and all them, that sound was right there. He was right in the midst of all that. Yeah, and then he just kind of was like, and Kid Cudi kind of got the light with the Kanye West kind of stole some of the sound too, you know, and they pushed that. Lupe, there you go. Too, right? Damn, you right on point with your music, my boy. Yeah, I like it.
Man, for sure.
That's what I like to hear, man. So we got 4, I believe. I got Charles Hamilton, Hove, Cole, and then you put Pac in there. I don't know if you want to keep Pac in there or not, but I got 4. Pac's in there. Okay.
Pac definitely in there, man.
Yeah, so we got 4. You got room for one more. What you got? What you got?
Right, so man, can I look real quick? Like,
come on.
That's tough because I be, bro. Somebody asked me this question like, we smoking or Dirt.
There you go.
Dirt on the ones and twos.
Dirt really, like, I ain't gonna lie. Dirt really, one of my favorite artists of all times, because when I was listening, like, soundtracks of my life, if I were to make a soundtrack or a playlist of soundtrack of my life, I promise like 80% of them going, I ain't gonna say 80, but you know, like 50% of them really gonna be Dirt songs, because the way I listen to music, bro, I might be the only person in the world that feels like this. I feel like the music was made for me to hear.
You feel me? Certain time, certain place, right time, right place.
Yeah, he was really speaking. Like, he really the voice before he started calling himself the voice, because he was really speaking, like, really touching niggas' hearts, bro. Like, music I don't really sit there and cry to, bro, for real.
Man, yeah. So I know I got into Dirt a little bit later. I knew he was moving around a lot with MMG early. I didn't really get into his music then, and then it was like a little bit when I want to say King Von, and then it made me really like turn in. I hate to say that, man, but that, you know, took him to the O, and after that I was like, oh, okay, what's this? And then Dirt grew on me in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
More of like the Voice album or really all those albums in that run, like Love Songs for the Streets, Two Sides to the Streets.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all those albums, like, he went on a run that I don't think anybody, you know, one day hopefully I can inspire to go on some type of run like
no doubt.
that in my career. But, like,
No
man,
doubt.
I don't think anybody besides maybe Drake, you know, I feel like Drake never drops a bad.
He's just always just. Oh, speaking of, you brought up J. Cole too. Man, they gonna be here in San Antonio in January, I believe. So that's a major win for San Antonio. I was like, damn, Drake and J. Cole in San Antonio. So hey, we gonna make sure we gotta pack that one out.
I ain't gonna lie, that's like, I love when events like that come to San Antonio. You know, kind of going with the Spurs, bro. It just brings the community together, bro.
Yeah.
Shit that we need.
Yep. And the platform that we building right here, man. Before I let you go, brother, definitely I want you to give any shout outs, of course. You want to shout out your people you hear on the plug number 69, and then also how you can connect or how everyone can plug in with you and check out some of your music and your music adventure as well as you continue to grow.
So for sure, bro. At Figure Trey MP4, but shout out to Willow, shout out to Cole Roche. Shout out to Dino De Niro at Studio Bandit. Shout out to Taz McCoy. Of course, shout out to Double AMG. Shout out to Double AMG.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Flyleto. Of course, shout out to Flyleto, man. Just appreciate game knowledge, everything. Shout out to my brother Stanley. And yeah, man, shout out to San Antonio, man. If you're really trying to work up here, man, let's hit me and let's really work. Like all budgets aside, you know, we trying to get money, whatever. But if it's really for the love of music, like come hit me, bro, for real. We're gonna really turn up the city, bro. Like, if not, you know, it is what it is, man.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Nah, we in here, man. I appreciate you, man, coming through as well. Did you want to exit on the track? You want to play a track on the exit? Are you
sure,
good?
man.
Oh,
I'm about to hit a little pop in this
shit. Yeah. We about to hit the exit on the track. You know what I'm saying? This has been the plug number 69 with my boy Figure Trey in the building. Make sure you come back, bro, whenever you dropping your music. But he's about to take us into some exclusive real quick on the exit. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tell us a little bit more before we get into that track.
Hey, I just want to say, bro, this song right here is gonna be a hit for sure. It's gonna be a hit for sure.
Yeah.
I love this song because this song, I feel like when you make music, like the best things come together easy.
That's true. No. Naturally.
Hey, at Figure Trey MP4, man. All platforms, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to San Antonio, man. We turn San Antonio.
He playing my song. Let's go.
I'm about to hit the deuce in this song.
Yeah.
Remember I was fucked up, my mama couldn't sleep. I'm hanging outside, she like that, where you Thanks to my plugs and numbers of my niggas keep. Got out the mud, remember she was rockin' with me. Michael Jackson, bitch beat. Don't fuck with new niggas that can't keep a secret. I hit her once, then this mission complete. Erase, space, control, and delete. That money come off phone for I'm brushing my teeth. Keep one on me, how to cook. All artists to come up here, bro. Really, my boy doing, hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to tell everybody 2024, 2024.
Yeah. Make sure y'all come through, man. This is the plug number 69, baby.